time travel, the ultimate dream, and the ultimate paradox. What if I told you that recent experiments in physics and strange discoveries in neuroscience are suggesting it's not just science fiction anymore, that time, once thought to be a one-way street, might actually have back doors? Hold tight, because in this episode of Infinite Mind, we're exploring the mind-bending possibility that time travel may be possible after all. And by the end, you might just look at time as something far stranger than a ticking clock. We live our lives chained to time. We're born, we grow old, and eventually we disappear, each of us flowing like a leaf down the river of time. We remember the past, we live in the present, and the future remains a mystery. But what is time? To Newton, time was absolute, a cosmic metronome ticking away, unaffected by anything else. Einstein shattered that idea. In his theory of relativity, time is woven into space, forming a dynamic fabric that stretches, bends, even warps. According to Einstein, time is not constant. It can speed up, slow down, and, under very specific circumstances, loop. That's right. Physics doesn't forbid time travel. It merely makes it very, very difficult. Or does it? In May 2025, researchers at the Advanced Science Research Center in New York did something extraordinary. They built something called a time mirror. Using a special metamaterial embedded with electronics, they created conditions where electromagnetic waves, like radio or light waves, actually reversed in time. Let that sink in. They didn't just bounce waves backward in space, they bounced them backward in time. It's like shouting into a canyon and hearing your voice respond before you even spoke. While it's not quite a time machine for people, it shows that time's arrow can, under certain rules, be manipulated. Not destroyed, not broken, but bent. But it's not just waves that might reverse through time. Enter quantum mechanics, the unruly younger sibling of classical physics. In 2024, physicist Lorenzo Gavesino proposed something wild. He took on the infamous grandfather paradox, you know, the one where you go back in time, stop your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, and accidentally erase yourself. The paradox is a headache. But Gavesino's answer? It might be impossible. Not because it breaks physics, but because physics won't allow the contradiction to happen. He suggests that in a universe governed by closed time-like curves, loops in space-time allowed by general relativity, paradoxes resolve themselves. According to quantum theory, the universe is fundamentally self-consistent. You could travel into the past, but only in ways that ensure the timeline doesn't break. In other words, you can't change the past because you already didn't. Let that rattle around in your brain for a moment. Okay, let's pivot. What if you've already been time traveling, mentally? Neuroscientists have discovered what they call time cells in the human brain. These neurons fire at specific intervals, allowing your brain to internally track when something happened, even without external cues. It's how you can remember the order of your morning routine, or vividly imagine your future vacation. It's not time travel in the sci-fi sense, but it's evidence that the mind itself can navigate time. Memory, imagination, and consciousness may all be entangled with an internal clock, one that lets us re-experience the past and predict possible futures. So maybe we're already built for time travel, just not the kind that requires a flux capacitor. Back to the big stuff. Physicist J. Richard Gott once proposed a cosmic scenario that could allow literal time travel. It involves cosmic strings, theoretical defects in the fabric of space-time, possibly formed in the early universe. If two infinitely long cosmic strings were to zoom past each other at near light speed, their intense gravitational fields could warp space-time enough to create a closed time-like curve, a loop. Enter here, exit in the past. Of course, we've never found a cosmic string, but if we ever do, they might not just explain the universe's structure. They could be natural time machines. Some scientists think the key to time travel may lie not in giant machines, but in the quantum foam, the tiniest scales of the universe far below atoms. At this level, space-time itself may not be smooth, but frothy, a chaotic sea of energy fluctuations, particles popping in and out of existence, and yes, micro-wormholes. Wormholes are theoretical shortcuts through space-time. If one could be stabilized, perhaps with exotic matter, it might connect two different points in time. You step into one side in 2025 and step out in 1985. Sounds insane? Maybe. But again, not forbidden by the math. And in theoretical physics, not forbidden is just another way of saying, maybe one day. So, can we time travel? Not today, maybe not even this century. But the walls that once made time travel sound impossible? They're starting to crack. We now know time can be bent, even reversed under certain conditions. We know paradoxes may not destroy the universe because the universe simply doesn't let them happen. And we know that the mind, your mind, already has the tools to drift between past and future. Time, it turns out, isn't a straight line. It's a strange, flexible dimension, full of shadows and loops and doors we don't fully understand yet. But one thing's clear, time travel may be possible after all, and the future? It might just be waiting for us to catch up.